Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So as you can see, today I have filmed this 1920s inspired makeup look. One of my friends recently had a murder mystery party and the theme was 1920s, and that is one of my most favorite themes for a dress up party. I think I've used this costume now a good 3 or 4 times, but it's still going strong. So as I said, this is just a 1920s inspired makeup look. I've just been having a look at some videos and pictures of how they used to do their makeup and then taken some of that and come up with my own look. So I've just gone for a nice black smoked out kind of eye, but keeping the eyeshadow in a round shape. I've also gone for a matte finish on the skin, except for a little bit of highlighter because I couldn't really resist. I've only used a little bit of bronzer and quite a bit of pink blush, and then I've just finished it off with a nice dark red lip. So I hope you enjoy what I've created today, and let's get into it.
So I'm starting out with my Too Faced Born This Way foundation today, and this one is in the shade Snow, and I'm using a Zoeva 104 buffer brush to buff this into my skin. Then I'm grabbing my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer and using that as an eyeshadow base, so just putting that on my eyelids and blending it in with my Beauty Blender. I'll then be setting that concealer with some translucent powder. Next, I'll be taking the shade White Chocolate from my Chocolate Bar palette and putting that all over the lid as a base shade. Doing this will help all the other eyeshadows blend out nicely. Then I'll be going in with the shade Milk Chocolate and using this as a transition shade and defining my crease. Now going into my Chi Smokeys Palette and grabbing the dark silver shade, I'm going to be putting that all over my lid and blending it up into my crease a little. Now I'll be dipping into the black shade with the Zoeva 227 brush, and I'll be placing that on the outer half of my lid and also blending it into the crease, but not as high up as the other 2 shades. Then to finish it off, I'll be going into the dark silver and the light silver shade and putting that on the rest of my lid. So to finish off the rest of my face, I'll be going in with my Nars Creamy Concealer in the shade Chantilly and highlighting with that under my eyes and on my forehead, and going in with the Beauty Blender and blending it out. I love using the Beauty Blender to blend out my concealer. I just think that it really finishes off the face, or like the base of the face, and makes it look so flawless. For the rest of my face, to cover up any blemishes, I like to use the Nars concealer in the shade Vanilla, as this matches my skin tone quite well. So once that's blended in, I'm going to be baking under my eyes using the Rimmel Match Perfection loose powder. Now I'm still not sure if this really does anything on me because I'm so pale, but why not give it a go? To set the rest of my face, I'll be using the Rimmel Stay Matte Pressed Powder in the shade Transparent and putting that all over my face. Now for brows, I'll be going in with the Face of Australia HD Brow Kit and using the lightest shade and filling them in. I recently got my eyebrows tinted and they have never been easier to fill in. Like, I didn't realize what a difference it would make. Before, they would always be uneven because I had no brow to trace, you know, like as a guideline. So pretty lame, but it's pretty exciting for me. So once I've finished setting them with some clear brow gel, I'm going to be wiping off the powder from under my eyes, and then it's time for the cheeks. So I don't want to look too bronzed as it wasn't really a thing of that era. So I'm going in with my Napoleon Perdis matte bronze and just lightly dusting that over my face to give me a little bit of warmth. For blush, I'll be using this matte pink shade from Face of Australia, and it's called Primrose, and I'm going to be heavily applying this to the apples of my cheeks and lightly blending it up. Then I just like to grab a little bit more translucent powder and make sure the edges are nice and tidy. Now I couldn't help myself, so I had to go in with a little bit of highlighter. So this is just a really subtle one, and it's MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Lightscapade. So I'm just lightly putting that on the high points of my cheekbones and my cupid's bow. And then I thought, okay, let's just put a little bit more. So I went in with the Mary Luminizer and put that in the same spots. So now to finish off the eyes, I'll just be grabbing that Milk Chocolate shade from the Too Faced palette and dusting that underneath. Then going into the Smokeys palette and grabbing this dark brown shade and placing that all the way along as well. Then dipping into the black and putting that on the outer half of my lower lash line. I then just went in and packed a little bit more colour onto my lid as I thought it had faded a little. And then to highlight the brow bone and the inner corner, I'm using my Mary Luminizer. Then just to darken up my eyes a little more, I'll be lining my waterline and my tight line just to fill in any gaps from my lashes, and then just smudging that out, making sure it's all blended. Now for mascara and some false lashes, I'll be using the Cara lashes in the style 412, and these are from the website Shop Miss A, and they're only $1 each. Now I didn't have a dark lip pencil, so I'm just using this nude one from Australis to line my lips, and then I'll be going in with the Jeffree Star liquid lipstick in the shade Unicorn Blood. I decided to use a lip brush first just to go around the edges of my lips so that it would be nice and neat, and then I just went in with the wand and finished it off. Now time for my hair. Nothing special, I'm just wetting it all and then combing it the way that I would like it to sit. Then going in with some hair product to make sure that it sits down nice and flat and I can mold it around how I would like to. I then put on my little headpiece and finished it off. Used the comb and my fingers to try and get a little wave in my fringe there. It was a little bit hard, but I got there in the end. So this is the finished look. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you're subscribed to my channel, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!